Yes, I'm back. Welcome to OG Comics Review. I'm the OG coming to you from Panama City Beach, Florida, living the bling life today. Got my gorgeous Mil Muertes mask and got this gorgeous bling t-shirt. Nice, huh? Nice. Today, we're going to go over pulls for 412. Guys, the biggest pull I've ever had. 20 comic books. 20. Look at that stack. That's a good bit of cash there. We're going to start off with the variant first. This is Immortal X-Men number 3, and this has just been fantastic. It's Sins of Sinister, and Mr. Sinister has won. He has been able to manipulate the X gene by putting his gene into all mutants that have been through the resurrection process. Basically, he can control them. What happened was he won. Sinister won. But the problem was that the mutants, they wanted governments. They wanted to take over. They killed the Avengers. They took over Asgard. They ran roughshod over that. They pretty much determined that they really did not need Mr. Sinister, and they were on the verge of killing him. So what he wanted to do, he calls it his Mora engine. These are clones of Moira Taggart. Moira Taggart is a mutant that has since gone rogue and is one of mutantdom's biggest villains now. They created that villain. They turned on her, and they were out to pretty much kill her under the direction of the Quiet Council and Charles Xavier. Does this guy screw up more than anybody? Charles Xavier is constantly screwing up. Anyway, she is also a member of Orcus, and Orcus has wants nothing to do with mutantdom. They want to take down mutantdom. Though in the recent events, Orcus did team up with mutant kind. We'll get into that later. Anyway, this is a beautiful variant of Immortal X-Men. This is number 3. This is a LaRocca variant. Why I got it, I love the cover. It has the clones of Moira Taggart back here, and it has Rasputin. Guys, gals, everybody loves Rasputin. She is a chimera, probably one of Sinister's greatest achievements as a chimera. A chimera was pretty much created in a test tube, and they have multiple powers from different mutants. We don't know yet how she possesses a soul sword. She's a teleporter. She has steel skin like Colossus. She can teleport like Nightcrawler. So there is limited range there. Maybe her range is greater. We're just still learning a lot about this character. Man, I'm telling you, a figure or a statue ever comes out of her, the OG has got to have it. Anyway, getting into the pulls, and I'm going to have to break this down because there are so many. Finally, West of Sundown number 9 finally came out. I have it. I've told you before that this storyline, it should have ended a long time ago. I think they're just continuing to go on and go on. It's almost like Lost syndrome. If you guys remember Lost was fantastic, but it should have really ended after season number 3. I mean, it went on, I believe, 7 seasons. It just went on too long. It was one of those shows, and I bitch about this all the time. A lot of time, these writers do not have an ending. They don't. They don't have an ending. And Lost had one of the stupidest endings ever. West of Sundown number 10. These covers are just gorgeous. And like I'm saying, the story's kind of this is Dawn of DC, Superman number 2. Now, this is not what I wanted. I wanted another cover. It was a cover by where Superman is in all white. I just thought it was real cool. I wanted it. And I didn't get it. That's okay. My local comic book store takes excellent care of me. I'll deal with it. Sins of Sinister, number 3. Storm and the Brotherhood of Mutants. Great read. Storm is on the verge of... She is going beyond Omega level power. You guys know I can't stand her, but she is growing on me. As a matter of fact, I'll just come out and say it now. I do like Storm. She gets arrogant, I'm going to have a problem. Emma Frost, I cannot stand Emma Frost right now. Just arrogance. I can't stand that. Star Wars, the Ewoks. Everybody loves Ewoks. I'll read it and I'll let you know what's going on with it. Predator 2, like I said, this is arc number 2 and I've really enjoyed it. That is the girl in arc 1 that she was hunting the predators. If you remember when she was a child, she managed, the predators killed her parents. She was able to cut off one of the mandibles, and that's how she was able to identify that predator. And she just went around hunting them, looking for that predator. She ended up taking him out. And she's in this second arc. I like it. I'm along for the ride. Here we have beautiful Alex Ross variant. This is from Moon Knight, number 22. Nice. Very nice. The Kingpin. The Kingpin now, very recently, now resides on the island of Krakoa. Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. He has what you almost want to call from Lethal Weapon, diplomatic immunity, because he's married to a mutant. Typhoid Mary, she's a mutant. I never knew that. Anyway, more Alex Ross. This is Miles Morales number 5. Gorgeous Electro. Another Doctor Doom from Guardians of the Galaxy number 1. Look at Doom. He looks great. I've said before that some of these covers have been a little bit hit and miss with me. I think that Mr. Ross, Alex Ross, is being rushed. And I think the detail on some of his covers are not as good as we've seen before. The main cover, Guardians of the Galaxy, number 1. This is another variant from Guardians of the Galaxy. This is Derek Chew. Gorgeous cover. I had to have it. Fantastic Four number 6. This is the main cover. Gorgeous Alex Ross. Another Alex Ross, Annihilus from the Negative Zone. This is Fantastic Four number 6. Captain Marvel and her continuing war with the Brood. You guys know the Brood are a vicious enemy, a vicious race, like the Badoon, like the Kree, like the Skrull. Except the Brood, nothing good about them. The Dire Wraths, there are so many. Baron Zemo, Alex Ross, Captain America, Cold War number 1, Baron Zemo. I like this. I have not read it yet. This is a variant cover of Disney. Scar number 1. I always kind of had a thing for Scar, even though Scar did, what was his name? Mufasa? Did Mufasa wrong, man. One of the worst scenes ever. Worst. Adults cry. What do you expect the kids to do? It's messed up. It's sad. Another one. Just love it. I've got another one coming, and I'll share that with you when it comes to me. It's an eBay buy. X-Men 21, Fighting the Brood. And my understanding, I kind of flipped through pages. As a race, genocide, Cyclops wants to take him out. He sees no value in this and has no problems with it. Jean talks him out of it. We'll see how that goes. It's an ethics thing. Nothing's ever come out positive about the Brood. This is, I wish it was a little bit better, but I'll explain. This is Mora X. This is like a trading card variant. When I originally saw this, and I think the artist was, I can't remember his name. He did, I can't remember his name. I loved the way Mora looked. She's an android now. She is an AI. She was dying. Wolverine gave her the fatal blow, and before she did that, this guy basically put her essence into an android. You see the robot eyes. She's vicious. But I got a feeling that they're going to... I like her as a villain. She's a very dangerous villain to mutants with a chip on her shoulder. They betrayed her. They did her dirty. Her dream was different than Charles Xavier's dream. But why did they come up with the solution to terminate her? It's just a different view. She wanted to eradicate all mutants by suppressing their mutant gene. That was her only way. That was her opinion. That was her view about how mutants could continue to live, to become a part of humanity by eliminating the mutant gene. You got a lot of X-Men, a lot of mutants out there that don't want to part with those gifts. Makes you wonder, could they really make it in the real world without those gifts? It's an advantage. It's quite the question. And it's a question for you and me, the OG. Anyway, last one here. This is Klein, Nick Klein, a variant cover. This is the Island of Krakoa. It's embodiment that kind of walks around. Can't talk. They can understand it, but humans cannot. It's a language that was created by Professor X, maybe? I don't remember. It is actually how the island of Krakoa speaks. Anyway, we got a question. Question is about the Mandalorian. How do I feel about where the Mandalorian is going? Guys, gals, friends, foes, and hoes, I love the Mandalorian. I cannot wait for every Wednesday to watch the Mandalorian. I understand Star Wars fans and their frustrations, and a lot of them, I think, kind of hold on to canon. They hold on to the past. It's like, guys, think back when you had nothing. Now you got something to bitch about, and that's great. That's better than not having anything. I'm down for it. I love Bo-Katan. I love bringing on different characters. You brought Boba Fett back. We all suspected that he did survive way back when, and he did. A lot of people don't think that it needs to be more violent because Boba Fett was the most feared bounty hunter out there. And the actor that plays Boba Fett, I think his name is Cock Robin, has said that the Boba Fett is going to go back to his ruthless ways. Can't wait. Can't wait. The OG's down for it. That's the end of another show. We're going to bring this one to an end. Make sure you visit your local comic book shop. Dig into those long boxes. Slap the ass on that like button, guys, gals, friends, and foes, and hoes. I need subscribers, or God is going to take me away. I need subscribers. I need to be at 5,000 subscriptions, or God is going to take me away. You guys know I'm playing around. I'm playing with you. We will see you on the flip side.